Magandang araw, Exile City. Narito tayo sa courthouse na kung saan merong kaso. At narito tayo upang alamin ang mga pangyayaring ito. At mga officers, ano po bang kaganapan ngayon?
Magandang gabi mga Exile citizens. Ako nga pala si Deputy Chief Ivan Dander. Nandito tayo ngayon sapagkat meron tayong didiniging kaso laban sa isang suspect noong May 2 taong kasalukuyan na naganap sa Principal Bank. So, andito tayo ngayon kasama ang ating living witness and ang ating mga kagalang-galang na attorney, jury at judge. So, as of now, wala pa akong malinaw na maibabalita sa inyo. I-update namin kayo mamaya kapag nagsimula na ang pagdinig sa kaso na ikakaharap nating tatago na lang natin sa pangalang Teteng Otog ang ating suspect. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po mga officers at yun po ang panayam ng mga polis. Magandang gabi, Exile City. Narito sa tapat ng courthouse upang alamin ang side ng ating suspect at narito ang kanilang abogado upang hingi natin ng kanyang panayam. So sir, ano
So basically, my client is being sued. Being pressed charges of attempted murder, kidnapping, all such, which is very ridiculous because I find it unfair and injustice. So I am here to do what is right.
kaganapan? Yun lang hubat,
Yun lang, sir.
sir? Ayun. Maraming salamat po, sir. Yun po ang side ng ating suspect.
Nasa likod, rinig ba ako?
Dinig po, Judge. I hear you.
Yes, start na.
Prosecutor, please, opening statement.
Pardon me, Judge. May I request a few minutes papunta na po yung prosecutor ng police department.
Oh, okay.
Judge, I was told na si Officer Lance yung prosecutor ng kaso nila.
Mm-hmm. And bakit po tayo nag-iba ng ating
Sorry. My bad. Kakadating ko lang si Judge. Sige. Officer Lance, proceed na.
Good morning sa lahat nandito and ako yung prosecutor ng PD and handa ako mag-defend para sa PD.
Wait lang, sir. Officer Lance ba? Prosecutor,
Yes, sir.
will you please proceed here? For a sidebar.
Gulo na kausap eh.
hello.
Your Honor, I would like to make my opening statement.
Okay, proceed.
Judge, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you may know by now my name is J. Cole and I represent Levi Ryujin, who is the accused. I just sat and listened to the prosecutor's summation about the Levi Ryujin's case, and this is what disappoints me. Every detail and evidence presented is just so disappointing. It goes to show how poorly executed the investigation was. As we all know, Levi, I guess some people would say and see him as the right-hand man of the Exile News director, currently acting director, but now is being accused of attempted murder, kidnapping, and robbery, and many more by the police department. So what is a guy like Levi? Heavy work as an acting director, doing robbing in a bank, and when he risks ruining his reputation job. Very clearly, there is no motive. For me, this is just another case of police doing the injustice. On May 2, 2021, a robbery was taking place, and as we all heard it, it was a successful heist, and the criminals got away with a lot of valuables. Unfortunately, at the same time, Levi's car was that contained a lot of ammunition was stolen and was found in the scene along with the rifle ammunition being used. Ngayon, iisipin nyo, mga jury, and sasabihin nyo, bakit hindi siya nag-file ng lost vehicle? Remember at that time, lahat ng units were called to respond to the scene of the crime. Any higher position that would be left in the department wouldn't have time to handle such a small case. Obviously, prioritize nyo ang kidnapping and robbery. To Levi, 20,000 to pay the pound is easier than filing and waiting for a response. Our city is full of exiles. Most of the time, cars are stolen and I don't ever see that their first response is to report it to the police. Everyone knows that you just see it in the pound anyways. So, next question would be, bakit ang daming bala, di ba? Well, it's because Levi is a gun enthusiast. And just like everyone here, pagkatapos natin magtrabaho, pagkatapos sobrang ma-stress, kailangan natin ilabas ang stress. And para kay Levi, the way is going to the shooting range and just letting his stress out. It just so happened that the day Levi was planning to use his car, buying ammunition in the shooting range, his car was stolen. And now here we are. It is now an accessory to the crime and Levi is being pressed charges for it. The police now is of course mad. And they weren't able to catch the criminals behind this. And are now using any possible evidence to put a man behind bars. Ang desperado. To make someone pay for it. And again, unfortunately, Levi's name is painted all over it. Now, throughout this trial, not only will you see his innocence, but also the incompetence of the police of handling such cases. Fortunately today, we finally have someone willing to take their side and fight for justice. I will show you that the evidence presented to the court are not enough to prove that my client is guilty. Opening statement done. Thank you.
No?
We may proceed to the trial.
Okay, proceed. Proceed to trial.
Ako na lang po ang tatayong prosecutor ng police.
Okay,
Okay, may
proceed.
opening statement po. So, hindi naman po kami desperado dahil meron naman po kaming sapat na ebidensya which is yung bala. And,
I'm sorry, Judge, objection. Tapos na po ang opening statement ng inyong prosecutor. So, doing another opening statement would counter my opening statement, which is not allowed.
Not allowed. Your Honor.
We may proceed to the trial. Prosecutor, if you have any witness, you can call them to the stand and question them.
Any witnesses? Prosecutor?
We have witness here. Meron po dito si Chubibo, Mistizo. Police po namin, Honor.
Okay. Proceed.
Chubibo.
Yes po.
Proceed ka dun sa harapan.
So yun, Your Honor, isa ako dun sa ano sa nabuhay na officer na ano dun sa nangyaring ambush sa ano sa ilalim ng tunnel. And ako po mismo yung nakaplaka dun sa ano sa at ako po yung mismo nakakita dun sa ORCR ng yun nga nakapangalan kay Levi Ryujin na nakita ko yung ammo rifle na 482 ammo rifle dun sa loob ng trunk niya.
Your Honor, may I permission to speak?
Permission granted.
Witnesses are supposed to be questioned in the stand, not to tell stories, but questioned by the prosecutor himself. Hindi tayo nasa... Wala tayo dito sa mga bedtime stories para magkikwento lang. Show us the exhibits, show us proofs. Prosecutor, you may question your witness.
Okay. Your Honor, permission to speak.
Permission granted.
Okay. Tubibo, paano mo papatunayan na yung mga ano natin, mga ebidensya natin? May dala ka ba dyan na bala na nakuha natin kay Mr. Levi at sasakyan niya? At yung mga picture na kanya yung sasakyan, may dala ka ba dyan?
Actually, meron akong ano dito, meron akong kopya dun sa ano natin sa yung na picture na kunan ko ng litrato dun sa ano sa ORCR ni ano ni Levi Ryujin. At yun yung ano at yun yung nakitaan ko dun sa may loob ng trunk na 482 rifle ammo. At isa din andun din yung bullet shells niya.
Bullet shells. Okay, Mr. Chubibo. Makapapakita mo ba yung papeles ng forensic natin na sa kanya yung bala?
Yes po, may papakita ko po.
Objection, Your Honor. That's leading the witness.
Ay, proceed.
Mr. Chubibo.
Yes.
Please answer my question, yes or no lang, okay?
Yes po, yes.
Okay. Ang kapulisan ba ay meron enough evidence para kay Mr. Levi?
Yes. Yes po, meron po.
Na siya ang nagmamay-ari ng bala dun sa crime scene, which is assault rifle.
Yes, yes. Yes po.
Then may nakuha pa kaming bala. Sige po, Your Honor, yun lang po muna. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, pwede po bang ma-request ko po si Mr. Levi para sa take stand?
Sorry, sir. Di pa tapos ang pag-cross-examine natin sa witness. Chubibo?
Sige. Mr. Chubibo. Okay, i-request ko si Chubibo na pumunta dun sa stand.
Yes.
And ganun din si Mr. Levi.
Ang procedure is every witness called,
Okay.
both parties are able to cross-examine the witness. So, Mr. Chubibo,
Yes po, attorney.
pwede niyo po ba sa akin sabihin ano ba ang procedure niyo on paano kayo nag-iimbestiga ng kaso?
paano kami mag-iimbestiga ng kaso.
Yes.
Unang-una, sir, attorney, mawalang galang na po. Pagka nag-iimbestiga kami ng kaso, actually maraming proseso kasi yung mga napulot naming bullet shell dun, actually pinorward pa namin yan dun sa forensic para matest yung ano. At yun nakita nga dun na yung bala na yun is which is galing kay Levi na yun yung ano isa sa nagpaputok doon sa mismong ilalim ng tunnel.
Paano nyo nasabi na siya mismo yung nagpaputok sa ilalim ng tunnel?
Kasi andun yung bullet shell niya.
You see, jury, earlier, I was explaining na nanakaw yung kotse ni Mr. Levi. And in that car, containing his ammunition rifle. Obviously, you would be finding the ammunition rifle bullet shells there. So, is this the only evidence that you can present?
Yes.
Kung
Objection, Your Honor.
kung sinabi ko, nakita ko yung cellphone mo dun. So, does that mean you're also an accessory to the crime?
Objection.
Kasi,
Objection,
Honor,
Your Honor.
on what grounds? Prosecutor, on what grounds? Exactly, Honor. That's it. Thank you, Chubibo.
Okay.
Permission to speak to Honor.
Proceed.
Pwede ko po ba i-request si Levi to take the stand?
Levi.
Request granted.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Levi,
Yes, officer.
May 2, 9 p.m. Nasan ka? Mga ganong oras.
I was preparing myself to go to the gun ammunition store.
Ammunition store. Meron ka bang mga proof na nandun ka talaga sa ammunition store?
Unfortunately, sir, I do not.
Don't have. Okay, thank you.
Levi, stay there. Thank you, prosecutor.
I'm not done. Hindi
Nag-thank
pa
you
ako
kay.
tapos.
What?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Is that a prosecutor? Are you serious?
Okay, officer. Proceed.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Yun nga, sabi nila kanina, wala daw time si Mr. Levi para magawa yon. Diba? So, bakit hindi siya nag-file ng report beforehand? So, hindi siya magiging suspect in the crime.
Objection, Your Honor.
Diba?
Foundation. It was stated in my opening statement. And if you were not listening, this is really a huge problem. It shows the incompetence of the department.
That's it.
Sir, hindi ka pa sinasabihan ni Honor. Granted, di ba?
Objection po yun.
Objection yun, sir.
Ano ba yan? Prosecutor ba talaga?
In-explain ko rin yung grounds ng objection ko.
You're not granted, di ba? It's my time.
The
you know.
objection, it's for the judge to decide whether it's sustained.
Hindi ka pa granted, sir. So, Huwag ka muna magsalita. Time ko to.
Objections
Okay?
don't need to be granted. Only sustained by the judge.
Keep quiet, keep quiet.
Officer,
Let him, proceed.
Proceed, complete.
Sir. Bakit mo parang nililid mo ata si Mr. Levi? Kine-question mo ako kanina.
To what grounds was I leading Levi?
Ikaw ba yung judge?
Excuse me? Why am I being interrogated, Judge? Hello?
Officer.
Hindi, nagtatanong lang.
Okay, ask the witness, not the lawyer.
This guy is not competent sa action.
Di ba kayo nagugutom?
Hello,
Ayos lang ba kayo dyan?
Hello,
Hindi-
yes. Are you done, officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Levi.
Yes.
So earlier, you were told as stated in my opening statement, after your car was stolen, after a long day of work, where did you go?
I didn't bother. I tried to look for it around the vicinity of the ammunition store. Unfortunately, I didn't found anything. So I decided to just walk my way home.
Why didn't you file a police case?
Because I didn't want to take the hassle and wait for a long wait for the police to look for my vehicles. And take note, it's 2 vehicles that they have to look for. So I decided to just take my chances in the impound and pay the 20,000 fine.
I see. So you would say that it's easier to just pay off the pound
Yes,
instead of
exactly.
just. I see.
Because I have the money, I can just pay 20,000.
Yeah, and after a long, stressful day, would you like to proceed to the police department to wait again for them to look
No.
for the car?
No, sir. I didn't want to bother. That's why I went to the ammunition store to release some stress, but it just got worse, so I just decided to head home.
No further questions, Your Honor. Levi, you may sit.
The trials has been done, so
Your Honor. Request po kami ng 15 minutes break. Your Honor.
okay. Granted, officer.
Your Honor, so since the trial is done, I'm expecting a closing statement after the break.
Yes.
Okay, we will be back in 15 minutes, okay?
Closing statements. Thank you.
You can start now.
Your Honor,
Okay, sige. Proceed po, officer.
request ko po na magpe-present po kami ng evidence sa inyo po. Honor.
Proceed, officer.
Sorry, Your Honor. Attorney, may I request another prosecutor for the PD as myself because yung isang prosecutor is sumabog. Di na nakabalik.
No problem, officer.
Okay. Okay, good day, everyone. Your Honor, may I request Levi Ryujin to stand again? Meron akong mga ilang questions.
Wait lang, just sit down first. Your Honor, I was informed that after the break, closing statements were to be done.
Before I go to closing statement, I want to see the evidence first. Since we have a new prosecutor, I want to.
Alright,
the charges-
Your Honor, may I speak, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Okay. So, nag-request po kasi kanina pagkakarinig ko is si attorney ang nag-request ng closing statement. Tama po ba, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
proceed po.
I wasn't requesting, I was asking, and your the judge confirmed and said yes. So we may proceed according to the judge. But any new evidence shown to light should be the defense should be given time to review again.
Come again, attorney. Sorry.
Any new evidence shown to light can be dismissed after
Objection, Your Honor.
reviewal. But please let me finish. But then, if it is admissible in court, then me and my client would like more time to prepare because this is a new evidence.
Objection, Your Honor. This is not a new evidence. Nasa akin po talaga ako may hawak na ebidensya laban sa inaakusahan namin. So, andito
Then-
ako para ipaliwanag yung ebidensya. So, hindi ito yung kagagawa lang na evidence. Alright?
Then why is this being withheld and held until now?
As I
Bakit
said,
ngayon lang
the
pinresent
police,
yung bagong
we
evidence?
mentioned earlier that we have evidence.
You
earlier.
said new evidence to present.
No.
Nasaan ba yung
sinabi.
clerk? Nagsusulat ba yung clerk?
So, sabi kanina nung prosecutor na isa, which is tong katabi ko, is merong kaming evidence. So, kanina nabanggit na namin yon. Tama ba, Your Honor?
Yes. Correct.
So, may I
Proceed,
now present the evidence? Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
pwede bang ma-stand si Sir Levi for questioning?
Objection, Your Honor. Present the evidence before you call my witness to trial.
Okay. Can I permission to use tablet, Your Honor, so I can forward it to your email? Permission to speak, Judge.
Officer Ivan, this new evidence that you showed me is the evidence used by Chubiba earlier.
Yes. And I'm here para i-clarify yan lahat.
Okay, proceed.
Okay. May I ask Levi Ryujin to stand? Thank you.
You can still exercise your Fifth Amendment rights. You can go. You can go. Yes, no, stay quiet.
Okay, Your Honor. So kanina sabi niya, ukol. Ukol dun sa kanyang missing stolen vehicle na hindi niya final. Now, may I ask, Mr. Levi Ryujin, bakit hindi mo siya nireport sa police na missing? I want a valid reason. None other
Objection,
than
Your
that,
Honor.
kasi magiging hassle.
Objection, Your Honor. This question is asked and answered multiple times.
I want to clarify, Your Honor.
It should be sustained. This is asked and answered twice already.
The officer is clarifying things about the evidence and situation na happened. Officer, proceed.
Okay. So, everyone naman dito, karamihan sa mga citizens natin dito is meron mga personal vehicles. So now, unang-unang tatawagan mo dyan, dapat, pag nawawala yan, is police. Alam mo, kasi bakit? Meron tayong mga personal belongings dyan. So yun nga, sa scenario ni Mr. Levi Ryujin, everyone, meron dong nahanap na 482 assault rifle bullets named under his name. So, possession niya yun. Dapat hindi niya pababayaan yung valuable niya. And ang PD, labas yan kung ano man merong mahalagang importanteng bagay sa sasakyan dahil pagmamayari mo yan. Now, my question is, again, bakit hindi mo siya nireport sa police? Kasi pwedeng ano yan eh. Pag sinabi mong nanakaw, hindi mo alam ang rason yan kung bakit yan nanakaw. Pwede yang gamitin sa krimen. And nakita yan sa crime scene sa may tunnel under Union Depository na pagbukas ni Mr. Chubibo ng ORCR na sasakyan na hanap niya is naka-register under you and liable ka dun.
Answer.
May I speak? Alright. So as I said earlier, I didn't bother because to me it's a hassle. I already did it once before, twice. I never managed to recover my vehicle, so I didn't bother anymore after consecutive times happening. And as I said earlier, it happened again. Although there was ammo and everything, I did not think or bother to call the police because I did not want the hassle and would just rather pay the 40K for both vehicles. And yes, I know since since it appeared in the tunnel, if that's the case, you can file a case for me for not attending my vehicle properly. I can accept that. That's it, Your Honor.
Okay. So next question, Mr. Levi Ryujin. Regarding sa evidence na finorward ko kay judge tsaka kay attorney mo. The forensic team, yung resulta ng forensic team is assault rifle bullets named under you. Same din na nahanap yon sa trunk mo. And as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong everyone at here, walang binebentang legal assault rifle sa legal ammunition store natin. Tama ba ako? Your Honor.
Si Honor.
Right.
Okay. So kung yung sa case mo na you are a gun enthusiast, I don't care. But lahat ng assault rifle na nandito sa syudad, kung meron man, ay illegal. And I can clearly say na meron kang illegal.
Yes,
You have
and
assault rifle bullets.
you already prisoned me the other day for that. And I accepted the case that you filed against me because I possess an illegal advanced rifle, which I already told you, and pleaded guilty for that.
Yes. Ibang case yan, which is resolved na yan eh. Now, andito tayo para sa case mo noon sa Pacific Bank, happened May 2, 2021 at 9 p.m.
Yeah, but that was the rifle I used on the ammunition store for practice. And I already gave you I already pleaded guilty for that I owned and possessed a illegal firearm. So I accepted that and I was jailed for that.
Okay. Pero, sa case natin ngayon dito, na dinidig natin along with Judge Gadapers and your attorney, my fellow officers, ang pinaglalaban ko dito is, ang legal lang namang paputukin sa assault rifle shooting range, ay sa ammunition shooting range, ay mga legal weapons na nabibili. Which is pistol, micro SMG, and pump shotgun. Wala naman nabanggit doon na pwede kang magpaputok ng assault rifle. Kasi high-powered yan eh. Ang meron lang ditong high-powered na ini-issue ng gobyerno isang pulis.
You can remain quiet for this question.
I will remain quiet for this question.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Mr. Levi, please answer my question for clarification.
Question to be repeated, please.
Okay. For the second time, my question is, bakit ka nagpapaputok ng illegal na baril sa ammunition?
Okay, so I'll be answering this question. As my lawyer stated earlier, I am into guns. So there is no other guns available besides shotgun, SMG, and pistol. So yes, I decided to get myself illegal firearms. And where else can I practice freely besides ammunition? So I decided to go there. And of course, I didn't expect to be caught. But my vehicle is the one that got stolen. And it so happened that the rifle ammunition that I was using was also in the vehicle. And the rifle that I possessed, that I used on the ammunition store, has already been confiscated. And that's it, Your Honor.
Chief Ivan?
Yes, attorney.
Any further questions?
No, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I cross-examine my client? Your Honor?
Yes. Pardon?
May I cross-examine my client?
Proceed.
So, Levi, let me get this straight. What he said, only illegal firearms are used for rifle ammos, correct?
Yes.
So you bought an illegal firearm, correct?
Yes.
That illegal firearm was confiscated when? Days ago, right?
Days ago, like 2 days ago.
And did you do your time?
Yes, I did my time. Pleaded guilty.
So, officer, my client did this time for possessing an illegal firearm. There was no even investigation relating to the illegal firearm. Did they check the illegal firearm? Did they search him? Because in my understanding, there was a search warrant and arrest for my client Levi. But never was I informed by my client that he was searched. Again, this shows another sign of incompetence. Now, if you are accusing him of robbing, kidnapping, and robbery, how come we still don't have any leads on where the valuables are if you have the criminal right here, standing right in front of you with your search warrant? No further questions, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds? That's all, Your Honor.
Relevance.
Thank you. Relevance to what? Which of the issues that I implicated had no relevance?
Sorry,
Because, Your
pardon me.
Honor, because it seems to me that what he mentioned was irrelevant to this case because my client did his time. Pinasanagutan niya na yung kasalanan na ginawa niya noon. Ngayon, binibring up niyo sa korte para ipamukhaan yung masama yung kliyente ko when he already did his time. He even pleaded guilty. Officer Ivan, you remember this?
That's
You were the
about the
officer in
illegal
charge.
rifle.
Yes.
Way
And that's
back before.
And this
And
is
now,
why.
my question,
You're asking,
my question
you're asking
is,
for relevance, and I am explaining it, officer.
the case that we are hearing today is about robbery, not the illegal weapon. So
Sorry, you're not being questioned.
supposedly, there's a lot of illegal
Judge,
firearms that
He finished his
Mr.
time.
Levi.
He shouldn't be responding to me. I'm explaining my side. You had your time to explain yours. I'm very sorry, officer. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just following the court rules.
Permission to
back
speak, Your Honor. The relevance of the illegal rifle is the thing they use for the robbery.
And this is what I'm explaining. But you didn't use this before. Now in a losing case, of course, you would try to look for another loophole. And what? You would bring up a case that he already did his time for. But according to the evidence, you didn't include in the evidence that the rifle used or the rifle confiscated was the one used in the crime. No. Now, Your Honor, this is jury. This is another way of showing how abusive the police are here. Just because there was no people or no lawyers that would fight for their innocence, they think they would get away with just accusations.
Aren't we able to do that?
Excuse me, sorry,
Your
sir.
Honor? Objection. Aren't we able to do that?
Abuse your power? So you're admitting to abusing your power?
No, we're not abusing our power.
Then again, you said, aren't we able to do that?
And objection, Your Honor.
I'm just explaining how justice would be served if there was no lawyers to represent.
Pardon
so this is
me,
not
Your
the
Honor.
only case.
Permission to use tablet.
Granted.
I don't understand. No further questions, Your
Okay.
Honor. Thank you. I made my statement.
Okay, Your Honor, look at your tablet. Meron akong finorward na evidence. So this evidence, same day, same time to nangyari.
Excuse me.
Officer Ivan, can you also show me the evidence, please? Thank you.
I will let Judge forward it to you. Permission, Judge. Okay, so this evidence It contains of 2 blood samples and 1 bullet shells. Named under you, attorney, J. Cole. Regardless, ito rin yung same time and same day
Permission to
nangyari
speak,
yung heist.
Judge. Can I request a sidebar? Judge, can I request a sidebar with the jury and the prosecutor, please?
Proceed.
Judge, may I request for closing statements?
Attorney,
Yes.
Closing statement ko ba, sir?
sige po, proceed, attorney.
Thank you. Judge, jury.
Given that all the evidence are pointing towards Levi,
We shouldn't forget na palaging dalawa ang panig ng kwento. This investigation goes to show how it was poorly executed. This is not the first time that civilians were arrested due to different circumstances that could have been fought true and proven not guilty, but was never
never given a chance.
let us not make this same mistake. Today, pinapakita ko po na in this first trial in the city, I'm here to prove the innocent and put away the guilty. Again, let's not do the same mistake and let this be the first case to be celebrated as an achievement where for the first time, Exile City citizens can feel like they can fight for themselves and prove themselves. Now, the only thing that is connecting him to the crime is the vehicle.
The loaded bullets, the rifle ammunition, but there are no such proofs. Even a fit description of the of the criminal that they are accusing of.
There's no solid evidence that could point out that Levi Ryujin is the criminal behind the crime. The
Infinite, double time.
dito.
well,
Sa taas.
gawa naman natin ano yung tama.
Salute,
at
salute, salute.
Masaya ako na hindi
Okay,
tayo
one,
binagsak ngayon ng justice
two,
system.
Salute lahat, salute lahat.
Nako, hindi makapag-salute. Yan, okay.
Yan.
Ready, ready.
Okay.
One, two.
Any other questions?
Sir, anong masasabi niyo sa naganap na kaso dito ngayon?
Masasabi ko lang naging patas naman ang pagdinig ng kaso. So, wala tayong magagawa talaga, is decision talaga ng judge yan. And as the first time na magkaroon ng pagdinig sa ating trial court, Yung isa lang masasabi ko is napaka-solid. Solid talaga na City of Exile. Including yung mga jury, judges, and everything. Especially ang presensya ng mga kapulisan talagang napakarami ng nagdidesisyon na mag-aral o pumasok sa ating cadetmanship program. So, hinihikayat ko lahat ng mga citizens ng Exile na mag-apply lang at meron tayong mga benefits and signing bonus. Yun lang. Thank you.